Hello, welcome back to Focusing with Laura. We are here for another video in our series. This somatic exercise is to support you in accessing creative flow and insights and generally feeling better. So you may want a pad of paper and a pencil near you for insights that arise. This is your time and space. So feel free to speak your words or descriptions aloud. Feel free to sigh or stretch or change positions or even open and close your eyes at any point. This is your time and space. We will start with a body lead-in. So taking a moment to get as comfortable as you need to right now. That may look like taking off your glasses, loosening any clothing like belts or tight scarves, and letting your awareness come to your body. Feeling your whole body present in the environment around you. Perhaps noticing your feet and your hands, what they're touching, how they feel. You might notice how it feels to be here and now. How does it feel to be sitting on what you're sitting on, or laying down on what you're laying down on, or standing what you're standing on? Whatever support is underneath you, see if it feels right to rest a little deeper into that support. Kind of like trusting that it can hold you. And being aware of your breath, your breathing, just as it is. And letting your awareness come inwards, perhaps even letting your breath guide your awareness inwards into that whole inner area of your being and body. That includes your throat, your chest, and your belly. Taking your time to rest your awareness in that whole inner area between your throat and your belly. And while you're in your inner area, you might sense how you are right now. Kind of like doing a little check-in with yourself. And you might notice if that's any different than how you felt before we started our exercise. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. Just sensing how you are in your whole inner area right now. And if you're aware of something, you might acknowledge it. If you're aware of any differences, you might acknowledge those too. Kind of like giving them a little nod or nod of acknowledgement. And when you're ready, you may take some time to gently invite your body to show you an area of your life that you would like to access more creative flow or creative energy, clarity, insights. Just allowing your body to show you this situation freshly. And maybe what comes is a familiar situation. Maybe it's forming freshly, or maybe it's still unclear and more time is needed. Just allowing whatever to come and trusting where you are in your process. It doesn't matter whether your sense of creative flow comes quickly and vividly, or maybe more slowly and vaguely. Wherever you are, just freshly sensing an area of your life which you would like to access creative flow, clarity. Noticing and being with what comes with interested curiosity. Some areas of your life which would like some more creative flow may include personal or professional relationships, or maybe relationships to yourself. Or maybe it's more like inner challenges like writer's block or feelings of overwhelm or anxiousness. Perhaps a completely different life situation. Just sensing freshly, noticing and acknowledging whatever comes. So you're taking some time to be with, to acknowledge the areas of your life that would like to experience more creative flow, more insight. You might sense if it feels right to take some notes of the life situations that came, staying in your inward bodily felt sense, just opening your eyes enough to be able to take some notes for yourself. Or maybe you sense something there not yet in words. If it feels right to be with that a little longer, just trusting where you are in your process. And you might sense something specific about this life situation. Maybe there's a mood or an emotion, something like longing or wishing, or maybe it's more like frustration or grieving. Or maybe you hear something like, oh, it should be different. Or maybe what comes is something more general, like an overall feeling of the whole situation. Just listening and staying open with a willingness to hear what comes. And you might acknowledge anything that doesn't feel open or willing too. You might sense if it feels right to take some notes about the details of this life situation. Again, staying inward, opening the eyes, moving the arm and hand just enough to take some notes. Really maintaining your awareness and focus inwardly on your bodily experience. And if it feels right, you may wish to stay here. Stay here experiencing, inviting, sensing, acknowledging. Or maybe it feels right to sense if there's a wanting inside. Perhaps you want to be able to feel or experience something change or shift in this situation. So you might invite your body to let you know what it is wanting. Maybe this wanting comes quickly or is familiar, and maybe it's unclear and still forming. If something does come, you might let it know you hear it. You might inwardly say, yes, I know you're there. Or, I see you. Or, yes, I feel you. Just letting whatever has come know that you hear it, you feel it. You could take some time to sense how that feels in your body right now. Take your time to really let your body experience all of that. And before we bring our session to a gentle close, you might take some time to really absorb or integrate the insights, the awareness, or the creative flow that's come. Seeing if it's okay to let it be there as fully as it wants to be. Trusting your current inner process. You might notice if there is something that feels important or that would like to be remembered from this time and space. Perhaps taking some notes, maybe even just taking some mental notes so you can maintain your inner bodily felt experience. You might see if it feels right to thank your body and your body's process. If it feels right, you might want to let your body know that you are willing to come back to the focusing space, only if that feels true for you. Just taking your time, absorbing and integrating. Preparing to come back, letting your eyes open naturally when they want to. And this will likely be a slow process. And coming back when it feels right. Perhaps doing a few stretches or moving the body in a way that feels right for you. As you come back, and coming back, bringing this new, fresh insight with you. Thank you.